Are serving in uniform. Yeah, let him keep the microphone. I'm sure he'll have a rebuttal. Please.
Senator McCain,
go ahead, take the microphone.
It's an honor to speak with you, sir. My question for you is this. Congressmen have brought up before a draft, and I was wondering, do you believe in it? And my second part of the question is, do you think it's right for the U.S. government to kind of push young people as myself to join something that maybe we believe in the cause, but we don't believe that a draft should be allowed, that we believe that we would want to volunteer instead of being forced into something we don't want to do?
Thank you very much. Let me tell you, I do study history. In full disclosure, as some people know, I've stood 5th from the bottom of my class at the Naval Academy, which my old Marine Company officer were here today, he'd say in America anything is possible. But I thought one of the great injustices of the Vietnam War is that the poorest people in our society served and the wealthiest didn't. And I thought that was a terrible injustice because wealthy people could avoid the draft. But from a more practical standpoint, we now have the best trained, most professional, most capable military in our history, and it takes a long time to train them. That's why we enlist them for 4 years. And so it doesn't lend itself to a short time situation. And the third thing is, the military is better than it's ever been. These all-volunteer young men and women are the very best of America and the best that serve them. Why would we want to go back to a system that doesn't cause us to have the efficiency and professionalism and skills that the present day all-volunteer force has? But it's got to be bigger. My friends, we have put a strain on the Guard and Reserve that everybody in this room knows about. I'll bet you everybody in this room knows someone who has served in Iraq or Afghanistan and their families. And we've asked these Guard people to go back and back and back. We've got to have a bigger Army and Marine Corps. Our Army and Marine Corps is 1/3 smaller than it was at the time of the first Gulf War. So we got to relieve this burden on the Guard and Reserve. And by the way, they're all wonderful. But when you run into a Michigan Guard person, go over and say thanks for serving. These people have really done an incredible job. And is that you? Please stand so we can thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for serving. Thank you. So my answer, sir, is that I would be very reluctant to do that for all of those reasons. But I also want to encourage more young Americans to serve. I really do. And there's many ways of serving. I think obviously service in the military is of the most importance. But I think AmeriCorps, Peace Corps, we've got an organization in America now called ONE, O-N-E. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. It's got a million or two, it's got a couple of million volunteers of young people who want to go around the world and help people with malaria, HIV/AIDS. It's the best of America. And they're all volunteers, and they go to Africa, and they come back. As President of the United States, I'm going to call every American to serve, not only for the benefit of our country, but serving a cause greater than your self-interest is the noblest endeavor you can ever engage in. Thank you.